There are many new AI tools coming out every single day. The reality is that not many of them are going to be relevant or will be relevant in the AI game. The technology keeps evolving, and what is relevant today might not be relevant tomorrow, or what is not relevant today will not become relevant tomorrow. And that's just the reality of this game. Now, with that being said, I will talk to you today about a tool that I find relevant today and that I believe will be relevant in the future. And this is an AI tool that I just found that is truly a game changer for developers and non-developers, for those no-code developers out there that don't know how to write code, just like me, but who are trying to turn their Figma design or their Adobe SD design into code automatically using AI. And the tool that I'm talking about is Locofy. And Locofy.AI is a really powerful tool that bridges the gap between design and development. So basically what it does is it takes your Figma design, you use their Figma plugin or their Adobe SD plugin, and it turns that into code. I can tell you all about it, but I would rather show you exactly how it does. So I will do a quick demo for you. I will guide you through the process and what I have learned so far. I will be using this tool moving forward. And I think I will probably be using these a little bit more often than I use V0, Fiverr or some of the other UI tools. And the reason why is because I have purchased many files throughout time, many designs that I like that I have replicated in Bubble for some client projects. And I believe that some of these designs will be useful in using in Bold.new or Cursor or Replit. So I will personally be using those, but let's jump in. Let me show you what I have learned so far, what I have seen, and we will go from there. First thing I would like to point out is their pricing. So they have many plans available, and some of them might look expensive. Keep in mind that these are yearly plan. So if you take perhaps the freelancer or bootstrapper plan, that costs $250 per year, which comes down to about $21 a month. I don't like the fact that they're locking you in for a whole year, because there will be many tools that will be coming out perhaps in this space that you might want to try or you might like a little bit more than Locofy. But if you are in the same boat as me, then perhaps you want to go with the pay-as-you-go service. It costs 5 cents per LDM token, and I will talk about what LDM tokens are. And you get the first 1,000 tokens for free. If you're a student, you can also apply for their student reward, and that gives you an extra 1,000 tokens. Keep in mind that you need to have an educational email. You need to have an account created in Locofy before applying for this student reward, and you will need to submit some information in their form. It's a pretty straightforward process. If you're not a student, you don't need to worry about that. With that being said, LDM tokens are tokens that are used to turn your code into, to turn your design into code. Basically, is their token system. That's how they call it, LDM tokens. And they're just used for that. From what I can see, with 1,000 tokens, you can turn about 5 large pages, scrollable pages, into code. So take it for whatever it's worth. 1,000 tokens cost about $50. So $50 to turn 5 pages into code, I would say relatively inexpensive when compared to a developer, even a no-code developer, but relatively expensive when compared to some other tools out there, V0, Fiverr, and others. We're going to scroll down, and you can purchase LDM tokens at any point that you want. You're not required to pay for a monthly fee if you decide to go with the pay-as-you-go. Otherwise, you pay the $250 for the annual fee. You get 5,550 LDM tokens, and then you can purchase more LDM tokens as you go after you have used the full amount. And this is the Locofy dashboard. So I just want to point out a few things now that we're here. And the first thing is that it's relatively easy to get the full Figma or Adobe SD plugin. And you can just get them from here, and you can click the link. It gets added to your account. Also, all your projects will be displayed down here. You also have some components that are added to your account that you can use. We're going to let that open, and your themes will be here on the left sidebar. You can see your plugin usage here. And I have 1,000 tokens right now, so I haven't used any tokens in this account yet. Let me just go back to the components, and here you will see all the components that you create. They will display here, and this is like a preview kind of thing. Let's go back and let's go to Figma now. This is how it looks when you are on Figma. I have my design here. This design is based on Hope UI Pro that I purchased in the past. I'm going to highlight the page that I want Locofy to convert for me. I'm going to right click on it. I'm going to go under plugins, click on the Locofy plugin, and I'm going to wait for the pop-up to come up. Now I wanted to convert it into code. It's going to ask me a few questions. So the theme is the only thing that I have. And this is the project. So this is going to be admin dashboard, and this is a web app. And I want it in Next.js. Code settings. I want JavaScript styling. Excuse me. I want Tailwind, style guide, design tokens, unit pixels, and file naming. Okay. So we're going to create this project, and this is optional. So we're going to leave it as it is. This is optional as well. You can select an UI library between Material UI and Design, Bootstrap, or Chakra. We're going to leave it as it is. I want this to be as simple as possible and make sure that the process is straightforward. And you can even calculate how many LDM tokens will be used. So it's processing right now. Let's see. And that will help you determine. So 372 tokens, that's fine with me. And we're going to convert this to code. Right now is scanning the design. It got a few steps. So it's going to design, optimize it, tag them, style, and make sure it's responsive, actions and interactions, name the layers, and add the components. So right now it's doing a scan, it's 10%. Takes a little bit, just like any other artificial intelligence tool. It's doing its thing in the background, and you're just in the waiting game. It's processing all the data, sending it out. As you can see, it's completing tasks as we go. And now it's showing me. Now it's showing me my. Okay, so a few things that I noticed right off the bat. This chart is off. So let's ask to resolve whatever issue that is. I'm not going to resolve the issue. Not important at all. But what I do want to do is, I want to sync this file with the builder and the Locofy Builder so I can use it later on. So we're going to add all frames. Yep. So we're syncing the file. That would take a little bit. It's actually going faster than I expected. It's already at 52 out of 53 components. All right, so we have gotten the UI done for us. So as you can see, it didn't turn out to be bad. Actually, it's quite nice. And we're looking at this from the Locofy Builder side. I already synced the project to Locofy. Everything has been imported. Now, one thing I would like to point out is that this is not responsive. As you can see, like it's just shrinking the design, but it's not rearranging it as you might expect. I was expecting it to be actually responsive for mobile and other devices, but not bad. Um, it got everything we needed, so I cannot complain about it because it looks quite nice. So we're going to go back to the builder. Here we have the code. The code, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this code and put it into onboard.new, and I will just feed it as an, hey, use this design as inspiration for building our project. So that's what I'm doing in terms of this whole video series, if it makes sense. And for those of you that might be confused, this is part of a video series that I'm exploring some AI tools to build a e-commerce SaaS application similar to Gumroad, perhaps something along the lines of Shopify, a Lemon Squeezy kind of thing, where anybody can go and build their own e-commerce website. But I think it did a great job at doing what I expected it to do, which was to convert that design into code to make sure that we have something quite nice in the back end for it. And it did exactly what I needed it to do. From here, what I will do is I will just take the code or the code files and insert it into Bolt. With that being said, this is the end of this video. Thank you for watching. I really hope that you got the most of it. I know this was a quick, fast and furious Locofy demo, and that we only did one design, but hopefully you get an idea of what is possible with Locofy and perhaps what you could be building with it. And if you enjoy my videos, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. I'm trying to reach 500 subscribers by the end of the year. Every like counts, and every get me closer to being able to reach more people. And I really appreciate those. And if you don't mind sharing this video with somebody that might be interested, I would really appreciate it too. Again, my name is Jesus. I work and run Hustling Labs, and I hope you have a great rest of your day and enjoy.